Hello and welcome back to my channel. We are going to look at this video of Louis Farrakhan talking about how they were disappointed by the presidency of Barack Obama, because he's one of the people who were cheering and happy for this man to be elected. Because the presidency of Barack Obama as a black man was going to be a very significant when it comes to black history. To say at least they finally get their own to be seated in White House, or finally they have a black person that is going to be at White House who is going to listen to the problem, complaint, plight of the black people. So let us watch the video and we'll come back with our own commentary. Thank you.
On CNN, I was questioned after I spoke in 2007 about Barack Obama. And CNN said, well, what do you think about this young man? I said, I think he's brilliant. I think he has fresh ideas. But I'm under no illusion that even if he did become president, that he could change the reality of black suffering in America, because when you are running for something, you can say a lot of things, but when you sit in the seat and you feel the energy of electricity putting something on your backside, the forces that surround power is always the real power. President Obama does not run this country. President Obama has been chosen to govern white affairs. And if in that process we get something, it won't be because the governing powers want it. It will be because we organized and forced our government to speak to our needs. Now, look, thank you for the question. I want it clearly said in love that I love my brother. I voted for him. At 5 o'clock in the morning, I was out there with my wife voting for our brother. I, like you, am very proud that a black man sits in the White House. But I also understand very clearly, and we should understand that it is the White House. And until we exercise power to force that house to address our agenda. Now remember, our dear sister Julianne Malvo mentioned A. Philip Randolph. Man, that was a long time ago. And the cry was jobs and justice. In the March on Washington in 1963, the cry was jobs and justice. In the 20-year anniversary of the March on Washington, the cry was jobs and justice. We are now in 2000.
Exactly.
I'm quite passionate, so you all set me off. You know that. And I love it. But listen, an agenda is a program, a schedule, a timetable, a plan, a list, a scheme to accomplish a certain result. We have come up with black agendas, but we've been looking to the wrong people to fulfill our agenda. If Franklin Delano Roosevelt said to A. Philip Randolph, yeah, everything you told me is right. The Negroes need this, the Negroes are suffering that. Now you go out and make me do it. Do you think that having a black face in the White House means that we don't have to make him do it? Who surrounds him? Let me even go a bit further. I just look. Our brother is brilliant. He got a good heart. I think he really loves America and wants to make America better. He wanted to ease the pain between America and the Muslim world. He wants to solve the problem of Israel and the Palestinians. He has the heart to want to make America better. But he's like that camel in the Quran that God warned the people, don't hamstring his camel. They didn't care what God wanted. They hamstrung the camel. Every one of our brothers and sisters that spoke today, we have a right to expect something from our brother. 97% of our people voted for him. Yes, there's trouble asset relief program, but there's no. There is still racist America between the money being sent down and it coming to those who need it most. If he does not use his bully pulpit to address that, we can fault him for that. But wait a minute.
So that's the word of Master Louis Farrakhan, of how he felt about Barack Obama being the first black president in the United States of America. So Barack Obama was a litmus test where maybe white people, they wanted to see how the black people feel if they imposed this person in the White House, but knowing very well that this black man, he is not going to implement the project that the black people, they wanted, or the policy that the black people wanted to be changed for a very long time. That's why he's coming out to say, even if a black man was sitting in White House, just look at those people, then you understand that nothing has been changed. It's only a black man that was imposed there, so that the black people, they are going to be heard, or they are going to be accommodated. So when Barack Obama was inaugurated, I think the whole world were very, very excited. We were very happy. We were gluing on our television to watch the first black man being inaugurated in United States of America. So we were very happy sitting on our television, reading magazines now and then. We were happy. And even the magnitude of people who came out on the first inauguration, it was very, very significant, especially to the black people. It was very significant, very important to the Black history, including us that we are on continent Africa. So we were very happy for him. On his inauguration, he declared that what is called for is nothing more and nothing less than we do unto others, as we would have them to do unto us. Let us be our sister's keeper. Let us find that common stake we all have in one another, and let us our politics reflect that spirit as well. So over the years, he has been quiet in most cases where the Black people wanted him to come out and speak. He might come out, but later he will decline to say even anything, a certain topic where Black people, they want him to give his opinion. Not promising anything, neither telling people where to go from here, or neither sharing a vision on what he wanted the Black community to be. So, and again, on the criminal justice, on the criminal matters, the president has been quiet, since he knows that the Black people, they were very vulnerable when it comes to criminality. And on the other side, again, here are the police officers that they were mistreating the Black people just because of their color. He kept quiet. Stand at one point that a certain police officer, maybe a general, decided to have a meeting with the president in White House. And they went, but he turned out the discussions. Maybe he feel like that this discussion is more centered to Black people. And I don't need to say anything. The white folks, they might feel like I am favoring my community. Let us look at the affirmative action, where the Black people or the Black community, the Black American, they were expecting the president to put more point or to affirm or to be for the affirmative action so that the Black people or the Black minority will be favored when it's come to the admissions of the minorities group, in one of the fields like lawyers or doctors. So the former president, they speak about how they feel about the affirmative action, but President Barack Obama, he kept quiet and he did not give his opinion on how he feel about the affirmative action. So Black people, they were very disappointed because he feel like this man is not coming out to tell us the vision and the agenda that he has for Black people. So why do we have to trust him? Or this man has failed us because he is not there for the nation. So that's how the Black people, they were feeling about his presidency. So they continue to voice out their disappointment. And at one point again, the president was saying, if you Black people, you want to have a policy that is centered on Blacks, don't you think that if it's good for the Black, maybe it's good for the generals? Meaning you must not have your own policy. So your policy must be inclusive to the Indians, to the white people, so that I will not be maybe looked like I'm favoring you. The president has been putting down the feelings and the proposals of the Black people because he was their last hope in most of the things that the Black people, they wanted the president to change. But no. The number of Black people that were put in prison during his term went up. So that one is just to tell you that this man was not there for Black people. He was just a symbol to say, you Black people, you have been shouting for a very long time. Here is your Black, but it's going to continue with our agenda, but not the Black agendas or the policy of the Black or whatever that the Black wanted the president to do. Because most of the Black people, they were hoping that the president will change a lot. But no, things went even high. Maybe the price of the houses, they went high. They were not owning houses in his term. But the rest of the things, they went up so that they can make everything to be difficult for black people to acquire them. So that's why they're saying they were very much disappointed. The black people on the continent, they were very much disappointed when it's come to his foreign policy on the continent. His top foreign policies or project, they were focused mostly in Asia, in Middle East, and later in Europe. So there was nothing happening in Africa. Instead of them coming to marry, they just hand over marry to French. The rest is the history that of recent Mali, they were having coup. Nobody can even explain what happened in Burundi. Now the African, they were comparing his presidency to the one of President Bush. At least for President Bush was really focusing to eliminate malaria and HIV. Obviously, our people's life, they were changed. People, they were safe. And everyone stood up on their feet to start working again and to have hope in life. So comparing to President Barack Obama on what he did on the continent. So if you have watched up to this far, kindly subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video to your loved one, and don't forget to turn on your notifications so that you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. And see you on my next one. Bye bye and bye.